Okay, let's talk about what happens when you just get bored or tired of doing just calisthenics and body weight exercises. We're gonna have to add some resistance. And at that point, you still don't really need to go to the gym quite yet if you're willing to get just a little bit of different equipment, okay? So first of all, we got yoga mats, foam rollers. Out there, we got a pull-up bar that we showed you. Now let's get some resistance bands. And there's a lot of kits on Amazon of this. I'll try to put a link to the one that I bought. I don't know that there's any magic in them. This one had a bunch of, the bands are labeled, right? This is a 20-pound resistance band. They will all come with some handles like this. You'll need handles. They'll come with a door stopper. This is a pretty puny door stopper. So you could clip this band onto this door stopper and then stick it here like this one is. They'll also have this, which is just a Velcro loop that you can put around your ankle for doing leg exercises, or you could just stick your foot in through this handle on some of those and do leg exercises like that. But that's the combination of them. I like to put them all together like this. I use the bigger ones. I've got 30, 40, 50, and I bought 2 sets. So I've got these on each side. And I've bought, this is a bigger, you can see door anchor, and it says, don't open. So somebody comes at this from the outside. It also has a huge carabiner here so that I can get a bunch of these locked onto it all together at one time. I don't like how long it is. That part makes it a little unwieldy at times, but you get that out there and then make sure you lock and deadbolt that and check it out. So, put something together like this. I've got these. I could take off a lot of this weight. I could do this with one band on each side. I've worked my way up from it. I've been using these bands for quite a while. But let's just talk about some of the different exercises that you can do with this equipment. And then you can put together your own workouts at home and add to the calisthenics with something that's a little different. I also like these bands because they add resistance differently than weight. Right, weights kind of need to move up and down with gravity. These, you can see we can move in all different directions. Also, because of the way the band is structured, the more you pull, the more resistance you have. So I actually like to use these bands and favor the eccentric. That's concentric, and then I favor the eccentric. So we might do a 1 or a 2 second pull, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the eccentric. Gives you a lot of time under tension and lets you build these muscles in ways that you just can't with weights here at home if you don't have weights, right? So this is where I would start before I grabbed a set of dumbbells. Let's talk about some of the exercises that we can do with these bands at this level. I'm going to start facing away from the door. We can push, and we'll go into our chest press. I'm not going to demonstrate with the extended eccentric. I'll just show you the movements. And then chest flies. Then you can bend that over into an easy overhead shoulder press. That's pretty nice. Flip your hands over and you've got front deltoid raises. It's great to teach you how to stabilize your body against this resistance. And then you can bend over again and move into your curls. From there, spin your body around. Now you're pulling. Now we've got rows. I got a narrow grip row. I got a wide grip row. I can bend over and I've got a lat pull down. I can turn this into a concentration curl. If I want to do a single arm concentration curl like so, I can get both sides of this again and work my triceps here. I've got narrow grip extensions, wide grip extensions, and then reverse grip extensions on triceps. You can also take this and pull into some trunk twisting options. Okay, so now we're going to move this. Let's see what we can do with it in a couple of other positions. First one we're going to try is up here at the top. Again, always making sure that my door is locked and that this thing feels safe and secure. Just like in the other position, we're going to start facing away from the door, and we've got decline press and decline flies. Now, you can also take as many bands as you want. You can do both of these, go over your shoulders, wrap those up if you want. You could turn this into a standing crunches, or take it and wrap your hand around and do some crossing, trunk twisting, crunches of that nature. The other thing here, let's get something else. I'm just going to clip on this as an extra one just to show you a couple of leg exercises that we can do on here. So get your ankle strap here. Just going to slide my foot in this for today. And you've got some pull downs. This is an easy little 10-pound band just to show you what I'm doing. Then you can turn that around. I would attach this to my ankle, but you can do kickbacks, and then you can turn sideways and you can do kickouts. Then, let's get that off. We'll take this down at the bottom. And we'll start just like the other two. I don't need that yellow. Let's leave that down. Turn around. Incline press. Incline chest flies. Then you can turn around and grab this, put this little guy on, get you a chair over here, and then you can do straight leg pullbacks and then lateral kickouts with that weight coming from down here at the bottom. So that's now center, top, and bottom with this contraption. Got another one for you. Let's look at one more. You can also stand on these bands and do a variety of exercises in that position as well, not attached to anything. I've got a 20-pound here. It depends on the length of your band, the length of your handles and everything, how this configuration works. You can step on one or two. You can just do one. You can take these heavier ones off one at a time. Make yourself comfortable, but just stand on them right in the middle and make that center part kind of stretch out between your feet so that you get most of the band here. And then we're going to start with shoulder presses. You know, real easy to turn it into an Arnold press if you want to take your hands in that direction. You can also go overhead, lateral flies. You can also turn that around and go lateral raises for your deltoids here and even front deltoids here. You can also cross these and do a nice upright row. That's a great way. Turn it around, obviously, biceps curls. Flip it around over your head, triceps. Rack the weights at your shoulders. Step out a little wider. Squats. The point is that with maybe $30 worth of equipment off of Amazon, you can do almost every exercise that you can do with weights here at the house and add resistance, add it in a different way that increases resistance as you move further and further away from the point of beginning. Work on those eccentrics, right? On the negatives, like we said. It's a great way to continue to build muscle in a way that you're not doing with calisthenics before adding weights. But I still love my dumbbells, so let's get into those.